Hello, everybody, and welcome to ISL Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Ming Chen.
How are you?
I'm doing great. What's going on?
I'm amped up. I'm happy.
You are amped.
We have a special guest here.
We do.
I'm very, very excited.
Wow, you didn't even stop to just do some pleasantries with me. You wanted to get right in on... Yeah, okay. All right, good.
Bring a lady.
Yeah. So we don't get a lot of ladies in here.
He's a lion sack of crap. We got plenty of ladies, but none quite as charming as you.
Yes.
All right, please step up to the microphone and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Jen Lyons.
Lions like
like her,
like King of the Jungle lion.
like King of the Jungle.
Is
but
it
I'm the
spelled
Queen of the Jungle.
Is it spelled L-I?
No.
Lyons.
So it's like Lions Estates from back.
Yes,
in the
Lions in the...
Yeah. Like,
I knew it.
like
I was wondering when you were going to pull that out. I swear to God, I was like,
super
he's
fast.
going to say it. Yeah, that's exactly
I can't help it, Jen. I did some karaoke over the weekend. I'm not a singer, but I was roped into something dubbed celebrity karaoke. I was at a con,
solid.
and
hold on, was it celebrity karaoke or was it who was there?
There was okay, me,
Yes,
Brian O'Halloran from Clerks,
still not convincing me it was celebrity karaoke.
Marin Gigliotti from Clerks,
Cool.
Kane Hodder from one of the
You're
Friday the
getting
13th.
warmer.
Steve Dash from another. Steve Dash was the original Jason from Friday the 13th.
The very first one that jumped out of the water.
From number 2, yes.
Okay. Oh, number two, not the first one. Second one.
Yes.
The first one was just an ugly kid who.
Super rough.
Yeah, and it's nasty.
We had some wrestlers involved, but yes.
Like powder.
I mean, I sang Jackson 5 in my car on the way here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
different.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not a.
Little rock and robin going on while you're cool.
It's my favorite Michael.
All right.
Or were you rolling the Guardians soundtrack?
I really, really was.
Okay.
Were you?
All right, that's what I figured.
That's all right because I've got it.
It was awesome.
Isn't it?
It is.
It's, of course, that's why it's the awesome mix one. So,
Right.
and I've got the CD in my car, and I've also got the mix on my iTunes. So it's pretty
Had to
cool.
happen.
He went to a music store, he bought a physical CD.
And I didn't
have an
know. I
actual
went to
CD.
a Barnes and Noble, which is not technically
That's
a
where I got
music store.
mine.
Excellent. See, yeah,
You guys
$17.99.
both bought physical CDs.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have an actual CD.
And we got the score.
The cover's
right?
badass. I wanted it.
It is.
It takes up so much space.
You were so.
It takes up space.
Be
You know what?
a
There's
mentalist.
Clutter.
I told Ming, and I continue to tell Ming, Jen, that technology will fail us, and we need
Oh, yeah.
physical copies of this stuff. Because you're going to be coming to me one day and say, "My computer crashed, and I lost everything." Do you
why
have
I
can you give me a?
I got triple backup, bro.
Sure
I
you
ain't
do.
losing nothing.
Yeah.
When the robots take over, you're going to be done for. We're going to be in a hovel with our CDs. We got
I'll be listening, and I'll
What are
be
you gonna
jazzing myself up.
What are you going to be playing those on something? Or are you going to use them as
boombox.
coasters?
Boombox.
Plugged
They're
into
all
what?
Electricity.
You can
Electricity from what?
batteries,
My world. I can't
batteries,
remember
my
what.
friend, batteries
Okay, well, EMPs, nuclear
won't
fallout.
do squat for me.
I saw Terminator. Kyle Reese did not have a Discman on him.
He might have. You
I
never
didn't
know.
see one. He didn't have any clothes on him.
Star-Lord had a cassette player.
He
He
did.
did. Grab me one of those.
So.
He did. I always wondered how. Did you wonder how he powered that thing?
Kind of a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they had some kind of like
Dilithium crystals, people.
Right.
Come on, don't you watch Star Trek? Jesus.
different galaxy.
Learning something new every day.
Exactly.
Different galaxy. Did you wonder like that Walkman was so pristine?
It was perfect.
Did you? I know you went and bought the soundtrack. Did you go on eBay and look for a Walkman?
I totally did not. That's probably what I should be doing, though. I need to score up.
that's what I'm doing next. I
Yeah.
didn't even think
Nope,
about it, but
me
now
neither.
I'm going to.
I did.
Thank you.
His model or one that's close to it is freaking expensive now because you can't. It's like trying to buy like a Bullet Man or
Sure.
like a like a 77 Millennium Falcon. It's just
Not happening.
it's a vintage piece.
Nice
and
pull,
as
man.
such, it is worth money.
It fetches a good price, as our good friend Rob Bruce would say.
Yes.
It fetches a good price.
So Jen, I first heard of you third hand, little hearsay.
Solid.
Couple member of our director, our beloved director Brian and Rob Bruce were wandering the Ocean Grove boardwalk, and I guess the way they told it, they're walking on the boardwalk, and they peer over onto the beach, I get they're kind of looking over creepily, and they
Yes,
spot
as for 240 and 50-plus-year-old men
Who's the
are
50
apt to do.
plus?
Rob Bruce
No,
is
Rob
50
is like
plus.
70 plus. That dude is freaking old.
He's not that old.
He's really old.
No way.
He's really old.
He doesn't have a walker. You would think that he should, but no, he doesn't have a walker.
He's not that gray.
He's pretty gray.
It's hidden.
He's got the Chester A. Arthur sideburns.
He does.
For God's sakes.
Yeah, so if you go to the port, you're elevated. And they said, the way they told me, they looked over and they looked down onto the beach and spotted you.
The lone dork reading on the beach.
That's what they claimed to
That's
do. That's
Not
what they
lone
claimed.
dork. They said that there was a hottie down on the beach.
Yeah, reading.
they
I believe that the actual word that both of them used was there was a hottie on the beach. And
way.
yeah.
Stop playing it off like that.
Yeah. And she's starting to blush.
Stop-
That's awesome.
Stop tee-heeing over there. It's cool. It's cool.
It's true.
It's cool. Own it. Own it. It's
Yeah,
cool.
go ahead. Ownage.
It's
I mean,
cool.
it got me here.
It's cool.
Can't be that bad.
You're on camera, by the way. So if you want to watch this, it will be up at youtube.com/Ming-Chen.
Oh, shit.
So
Language, young lady.
no. You can say whatever you want. Stop.
It's podcast.
25, okay?
All right.
I'm quarter aged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, I was really upset when I hit 25 too.
It's rough.
No, oh yeah, you kidding?
Terrible.
Oh, it was god awful. I'm like, nobody understands me.
So
Yeah.
they did say something to the effect that we looked over, saw a hot girl down there. She was reading Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, reading Neil
was.
Gaiman. So of
Those
course
were
I had to
good
go and talk to her.
So, of course, we had to go talk to her.
Rob Bruce went straight, yeah. He was like, hey, I read that book.
And which book was it?
Good Omens.
Good. Okay.
I don't know if Rob has ever read a book in his life, but it makes a
insisted.
good opening line.
Brian
I read
Shell's
the
like,
first
nope.
five pages.
Was he trying to? Did he talk down to you? Was he trying to school you?
No.
No. Okay. Good. Okay.
Was he
were
trying to hit on you? Oh my god! Don't say that because his wife listens to this
Neither of them were
podcast.
trying to hit on me.
That's
They're
not
being
true.
very
Well,
Okay.
Wait, no,
like
let's
a
put it this
bikini,
way.
but I mean,
Very, very
Well,
odd that these two guys who suspicious that they're walking down the beach and in Ocean Grove together.
What's that supposed to mean?
kids.
Ocean Grove's a little bit. It's a wacky place.
Okay.
they did look
It's
like
a
a family.
fun place,
Them
yes.
and Brian's two kids just kind of
Okay.
wandering.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
this is my partner.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, we've
I
adopted.
What an odd-looking partner.
I didn't know.
Yeah, seriously.
was a weird
Rutherford B.
coupling.
Hayes. You couldn't get anybody. You couldn't get anyone from this century. You know.
What an odd-looking
He's-
couple.
The weirdest
Rob's
thing.
walking down with his top hat, his cane, and his lacy cravat,
Right.
and you've got
sassy.
he's sassy.
So sassy.
He is so
Yeah.
sassy.
So what do you think? This dude with like a horn on his head. So I was talking. Another dude who looks like.
Speaking the old English. Excuse me. Might I bother you for 4 pence?
And the other dude
Sounds about
kind of,
right.
other dude kind of like looks like a war veteran, maybe an ex-military,
A little bit, yeah.
ex-marine.
Well, they started talking about knives, and I was like, oh, they could probably kill me.
Why are they talking about
wow.
knives?
I don't know. Brian was talking about knives.
Brian Nichelle is a blade man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. He and you don't remember
He's a
first
wilderness
season?
survivor.
Yes.
You don't remember first season of Comic Book Men, folks, because there's so many like little behind the scenes jokes here.
Sure.
He and one of our other producers, Brian O'Toole, they're both blade men, and they would both whip out, hey, look what I got this weekend, and he would pull out this like 12-foot knife.
Oh.
Like, that's not a knife, that's a knife. And then it's like, wait a minute, that's from Crocodile Dundee.
But they walk around in the sunlight, so they're not blade.
No, they're not blade,
Maybe
but they're blade men. So they both enjoy a good knifing, I am assuming.
Yeah, I know. That's
You gotta-
made me a little nervous.
Why the hell would you have a knife if you weren't going to plunge it into someone's chest?
Yeah, I don't get it.
it's-
That's not
But
good.
and then you've got Rob Bruce, who looks like he walked out of a Charles Dickens novel.
Right.
So,
So they were.
hello, governor.
A hippie version, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were
With
very
tattoos.
respectful.
70s Dickens.
They were respectful, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They were lovely.
Lovely, lovely people. And then you came in to meet Brian Nichelle.
I did?
And I was like, well, hello. Come on in. We were just about ready to close.
You thought I was
And-
a stalker.
Were you like hello, or were you like hello?
No, I was like, hi. How you? I was like, I always am. Respectful.
No, I came in. I was like, hey, I'm looking for Brian. And he was like, do you know him, though?
You know what I do? I do put that whole thing. And I thought you meant Johnson, actually. You were like,
Yeah,
hi,
well-
Brian.
Oh,
I'm like,
Johnson.
Johnson?
Never
I'm
know.
like, poor John. Oh, Johnson.
Yes.
Stalkery chick.
But you were not stalkery. You
I
didn't
wasn't.
give off this stalkery vibe. We've had,
good.
oh My God. We've had stalkers in here. We've had many.
I would like to meet them. I'm sure they're
And stick around for an hour every day. And
done and done.
Kevin here? No, I've got a screenplay for Kevin. It's like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, leave it with me.
That'd be
I'll
my
throw it
best
in the
friend
garbage.
Diana, but she'd just be like, I just want to shake his hand and then run away. Yeah.
Well, that would be fine, but
Yeah.
it's like the people.
Well, she's awesome.
You know what?
So it's fair.
He owes me because I watched Clerks like 27 times. Like that's awesome. And really, you couldn't have just gone that extra 10 and
No.
been a little clever.
Underachieving.
No, they're underachievers.
So I think we come to find out you don't just have great taste in books and trade paperbacks and comic books. You have a connection to the industry. You're in.
You're a writer yourself, which is very cool.
Yes.
Can we speak about your project?
Or projects. This is
massive
all you. You plug whatever you want.
Yes,
Tell us
absolutely.
about whatever you want.
Oh man.
If you got a Kickstarter, we'll throw
don't.
money.
You gotta
we'll
you
throw money
should.
your way.
You're like, now I'm gonna have a Kickstarter.
Well, in that case, I don't know. I guess we'll jump on this train.
Exactly. Kickstarter / Jen doesn't want to work ever again /
That sounds
give me
about
money.
right, actually.
All right, cool.
I like
Perfect.
it. And that's my sole goal. Just give me money because I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to get the words out.
Yeah.
You got to write. I mean,
It's too much fun.
I don't believe in Billy Crystal when he was doing Throw Mama from the Train. Good writers. A writer writes always. Writer writes very rarely because writers are lazy people.
We are.
I
That's
know.
true. There's a lot of Netflix to watch.
That's
I don't know.
true. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly it. That's why I'm not a published writer because there's a shitload of stuff on in my Netflix queue.
I mean, you do it the right way. You can watch all of Breaking Bad in like 8 days.
I know.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
Oh, good God, yes.
Wow.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
that's what you have to do. Just marathon like it's your job.
I like DVDs and Blu-rays too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a psycho for them. And yes, I know. Game of Thrones.
Oh, so good.
God, I love it. The Blacklist. Oh my God. My boy James Spader. James, I love you. So anyway, but anyway, now it's your turn. Go.
It is.
So tell us about your thing.
So you're a
I
comic
just
book
finished.
writer? Or?
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm a novel writer, I guess.
Okay.
I just finished my first draft of my first book. I did some massive rewrites today, and it's a novel about changelings.
Yes.
Yeah, not so bad. Pretty cool. Messed up.
Oh, by the way, Ming, I had my my nerd cred questioned by a
Jen?
certain Brian Nichelle.
Yeah.
Okay, what
'cause
happened?
He said, "This is Jen. She just wrote a book about changelings."
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Changelings! I love changelings. They're awesome." She's like, and Brian Nichelle's like, "You even know what a changeling is?" And I almost flipped over this table. I was like, "How dare you, sir?"
Especially Brian Nichelle, who's trying to have like the least amount of nerd cred ever on purpose.
Yes,
Yes, very
Always.
much so.
absolutely does.
I think I caught him though.
Even though he's the showrunner of
Show about
comic books.
He fakes it well.
I know he
I
does.
saw him going through these comics over here.
Yeah.
He was
He was
wandering.
doing it to impress
He's
you.
trolling.
He was doing it to impress you, I swear to God.
Never.
So anyway, go ahead. Changelings.
Changelings.
Yeah, how long have you been working on this? Are you? Did you say first draft?
My
How
first
far?
draft is done.
Okay.
I'm through editing for the first time, and I'm running back through and rewriting some scenes. I cut a few today and got rid of them entirely, and so I'm in the home stretch ish. Takes a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Kind of just jumped on this on a whim. Just figured I'd try it and see what happens.
Yeah, the story come to you in like a fever dream, or
No, it did not. I wish it did though, because how cool would that be?
I mean, James Cameron claimed it happened to him, and turns out he just stole it from
Yeah.
Harlan Ellison. But
Yeah,
There you go.
It was a thievery.
Fever thief.
I meant thievery.
Thievery, yeah.
Not fever dream, thievery. Yeah, they sound alike.
Fever dream
Yeah,
thievery.
thievery. That's a fever dream, thievery. Yeah. See, I can see how you would get the two confused.
Makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
I can get it.
So changelings, huh?
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty awesome.
Pretty.
why?
freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
why changelings? Why not? I don't know, werewolves.
Well, werewolves are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I'm all about the
but
fantasy.
you need them. What are they out once a month?
Yeah, you
kinda,
gotta stop with the
You
werewolves.
could do it like 3
vampires.
days. Yeah, you can do it 3 days out of the month. I mean, really.
Yeah, it's okay.
But changelings can do it at will, man. That's the new bumper
That's
sticker.
a tagline. Yeah, I think you just got it. That's the title. Changelings can do it at will.
How about Do It at Will?
Do it at will.
Do it at will.
I like it.
That's nice. I like it.
It's good.
It flows right off the tongue.
There we go.
All right, little collaboration.
Goes
Just a little
long
thanks.
way.
That's
I'm just
all.
going to put your name right
Thanks
on the
to
bottom
Mike
of it.
Zapsik.
Thanks to Mike Zapp. This book is great.
Oh, are you going to get a
He says
quote?
so.
No, I'll put a blurb on the back. Hell yes.
Yeah, Brian and Michelle offered to buy my movie rights for $1.
Yeah.
So
Did you sell them for $1?
I did not.
Good for you.
You might want to hold out.
Yes,
I thought
would.
maybe I should.
I'm just saying, you may want to. You may want to hold out.
There were like a lot of clauses. I had to let him be the villain. But,
No.
Or are you going the Stephen King route? I think he doesn't he have a thing where if I think it was a student wants to make one of his movies.
Yeah, he'll do it for a
I'll
buck.
do it for $1.
that's pretty awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Did you ever hear what he did with Frank Darabont?
No.
yeah, that's a good story.
Frank Darabont bought the rights to Shawshank, wasn't
Yes,
it?
that's
Shawshank
correct.
Redemption for $5,000. Stephen King actually had the thing mounted and framed. Never cashed the check.
No,
And he says, I expect great things from you, Frank Darabont. So, yeah.
and I think it worked out.
Yeah, I think
Might have
that...
gone
It
okay.
worked out.
I think Stephen King's probably got them. I think aside from writing, like, what,
He may be all right.
500 books a year, I think he
Him,
prints
James
his own
Patterson.
money. Yeah, I know.
Just
James-
throwing him out once every 2 weeks.
It's so weird. Like the random word generator. That's pretty much what it is. He just goes to his computer, hits,
Got a pretty solid template.
right there, and then it just throws words together.
Yeah, seems pretty humble about it though. It's like I want to write, I want to watch the Red Sox, and that's pretty much it.
Oh,
Ranka, Scorbon, Frignu, and you're like, wait, these aren't even words, but I'll still read it.
Yeah,
That's
still do it every
pretty
time.
much. Yeah. Did you read Joyland?
I did not.
Oh,
Do I need to? Is that my next
absolutely. Well, you should listen to it while you're writing your own thing. You should listen to an audio book, and then you just start writing his book.
I got spoiled with Neil audiobooks.
They're amazing too. I love it when he reads because I sit there and I am just entranced by his.
It's the voice.
His voice, yes.
know,
it's
His
so hard.
Neil Gaiman's voice is honey and marshmallows and chocolate and rainbows.
Yes.
That sounds
And
pretty
it's-
much exactly right.
I have a Neil Gaiman story.
You do.
I do.
All right,
Tell me about it.
Okay, my Neil Gaiman story goes a little something like this. Kat Mios, who runs his Neverwhere site,
My girl.
she follows me on Twitter, and she listens to I Sell Comics. And we were talking about I had lost my collection, my comic book collection, during Sandy. So Sandy rolls around and screws me out of all my comic books. And I wasn't bitching and moaning about it. I'm like, and I'm still not going to
that
because
sucks.
it does. It's like, oh man, when I put this collection together, but I'm the kind of guy who will, from time to time, get rid of key books because I'm not appreciating them at the time. And you get rid of them and you don't have them, and then you want them again. So I've done this a couple of times.
My copy of Identity Crisis.
Exactly.
I know. Now I need a new one.
Well, I told you, wait
I
for the
know.
hardcover. So we kick, Sandy comes, kicks my comic collection in the groin, and I'm pretty much done with everything. And we're rebuilding, and every day is just, it's like, get up. We were displaced. Thank God my brother had a house that wasn't destroyed in Ocean Grove.
Yeah, really?
I swear to God.
Yeah, so he had a place to
Right.
crash for.
I had a
you.
place
That's good.
place to bring my family, bring my dog. My cats, we had to farm out.
We ran away to Pennsylvania.
That's smart.
Yeah.
You set up your refugee camp in Ocean Grove.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but we had to have my cats out at my sister-in-law. She was sweet enough to take care of
Yeah.
them, and
That's
my my wife's aunt, and so we were working our asses off to get back into the house within 2 months, and we actually did.
That's
we were able to
impressive.
get back in.
By comparison.
And, Ernie O'Donnell was very instrumental. Ernie O'Donnell, who played Rick Derris in Clerks, and he's in a lot of Kevin's movies.
Yeah.
Great guy and a fabulous general contractor. Was able to come in and kick some ass. We did a lot of the sweat
awesome.
equity ourselves, and we were just like, you get hamstrung by insurance money. That's the thing that killed me the most. So we were spending everything that I'd made on Comic Book Men, and we're waiting for our
try.
insurance check. but we're doing a lot of the work ourselves, especially a lot of the demolition. And I think I came in, I was like, oh man, it's kind of a bitch, doing this, trying to make sure rebuild, work a job, be with your family, and have some semblance of normalcy. Yes. Well, we tried, and we actually succeeded. My kids felt very little of the bumps. I have 2 boys, and they felt the strain, but not quite as much as they would have if my wife and I were fighting or something. Mm-hmm. We were like a unit, and it was really cool. And Kat was listening, and she's like, oh, she sent me 3 magnets, and I still have them to this day. As soon as I got them, I was like, oh, man. And a T-shirt, the Neverwear T-shirt, and the Anansi Boys. And I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. And, she wrote, hi, Mike, I listened to your podcast.
Nice.
And, I heard about this. She's a sweetheart. As a matter of fact, I want to have her on here as well. Our schedules have been conflicting. She wanted to do like a written kind of thing. And I was like, well,
where you like read it on
I
gotta talk to her.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah.
So she's like,
read the letter, have Neil read it. Record it, and then we'll play it here.
Hello, I'm Kat Meows.
It's Michael.
But she said
Neil Gaiman.
She writes on there that she had lost a bunch of her stuff in a flood as well, and she was able to make lemonade out of lemons because she took some of the panels and made them into magnets, which she had then sent to me.
So cool.
And she had also sent it was a note. It said, from the desk of Neil Gaiman. And it said, Michael, you will get through this.
Oh, wow.
Neil Gaiman. And I put that up on the refrigerator in my brother's house with the magnet. And I looked at that every day, and you know what? It helped the rough patches. There were no rough patches after that.
Awesome.
So to Kat, if you're listening, I hope you're still listening to us.
You kept it going.
You kept me going, and Neil, you also kept me going, because you know what? Truer words were never spoken, because one foot in front of the other, and that's the only way to get it going. So
the true love kept me going lots of times.
So that's my Neil Gaiman story, and my Kat Miho story. Which, you know what?
Yeah.
That's my Kat Miho story.
That's your Kat Miho story.
All right, we're gonna make you a Neil Gaiman story.
Well, you know what? No. You know what? Kevin
Kat.
probably has the coolest Neil Gaiman stories, unless we actually.
I think he's got
Neil.
several.
I know.
Of them,
Neil said to say hi.
Oh, did
Kevin.
he?
He did.
Yes.
Yes. Very
Ming?
cool.
Yes.
Tell Kevin that Neil said hi.
Okay, I'll pass along the message.
I know.
Yeah, they've podcasted together. They've done events, and all.
Yes, they've actually had like Twitter, not battles, but they've ribbed each other on Twitter. It's kind of cool. The two of the 4 nicest people on Twitter.
Where are the other 2?
I'm not saying. I'll let everyone on Twitter be like, was Mike Zapsik talking about me? Am I one of the nicest people on Twitter?
Are you on Twitter?
I am.
What are
you on Twitter?
On Twitter, I am Janigma13.
Janigma.
Yeah, like Enigma, but with a J.
Janigma 13.
Enigma.
Yep.
Jen Igma.
That is me.
Cool.
And just in case you haven't heard enough, I'm at Ming1037 and Mike.
I am at Michael Zapsik.
You can
MICH.
You can tweet all 3 of us. Whatever you want.
Do it up.
Ming never lets me get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Follow Janigma.
Yes, actually, I'm going to as well as soon as I make this phone call. Let's get Hope in here, and we'll throw this dynamic going.
Let's do it.
All right, dial it up.
I am.
Dial it up. But you're based in New Jersey?
I am based in New Jersey.
Okay, but still.
So far.
Are you hoping to get out of here?
Looking at maybe
West
move
Coast?
out to California with Kat, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
So we'll see.
Hello, Hope. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put you on speaker because we're going to have to do this old school. That's okay. No, oh dear. This is good. Hold on. Say hi, Hope.
Hello, Hope.
Hi, Hope.
Yeah, right up. Yeah, right up to the. There you go. Right.
Can you hear us now?
I can, yeah.
I can barely. But hold on. Let me see.
There you go. You need both of them there. You can move it up with the speakers on the bottom.
Better. You want to try this? You want to try
Oh, you just hung up on her.
Did I? No,
Yes,
no, no. The stupid. Oh. Here, can
She's
you
gonna
plug
think
this
you
in?
just dissed her and
I did not.
I can plug it. Let me see. I can plug it.
Do you want to say hi to Hope and tell her that I didn't really plug her?
Yes, of
Hello, Hope.
I can.
She's not back yet. We're working on it.
Hang on. I can plug that in.
Hello.
Here.
Ooh. Hope, you still there?
Yeah. Plug this in.
All right, great.
Here.
Plug this into the top. Or the bottom,
bottom.
wherever it goes. You might have to take the.
Good point.
Yeah,
Help
you
me.
might have to. You're gonna have to
I
take that
would.
thing off, bro.
Oh, it comes off, but it hangles. It hangles. It dangles there. Awesome. Here we go. It hankles.
Case is impossible.
I know. Well, that's
It's indestructible.
I am really, really
Can
bad.
you get it all the way in, or is it gonna take it? Is he gonna have to
You're killing
You're gonna have to
Okay.
disassemble
Here,
it?
how about this?
Same
How about
technology, I told
Can
you.
we do this?
Don't let me touch anything.
I don't have to listen to myself, do I? I was gonna.
No, but now.
Now I'm.
You're killing Hope.
I'm not trying to kill Hope.
All right.
Don't
you're gonna
kill
have to
Hope.
Our
Plug
hopes
that
are
in.
dashed.
All right, we're back and.
Hi.
Oh, that worked.
Hi.
You're good.
Here, I'll take that.
Magic.
I'll
Take
take,
what?
no,
Oh,
I'll take
God,
this.
okay.
I'm gonna take this.
All right, I'll
All right, 1 second. Sorry, Hope. I'm the non-tech savvy one here, and Ming is trying to jury rig something up because
No,
he
that
can't
should
get a hold of you.
That should work.
We can try Skype if you want. I just don't know how good my headset is.
No, this is good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you work.
Right.
That works.
We're here. Good.
So, Hope.
Hello from where are you, Hope?
I'm in Toronto.
Okay, the Great White North. The home of Tinbits and Rush.
Home of Timbits and a lot of other lovely food products.
Excellent. So, Hope Nicholson, who you are, do you still have the Kickstarter going, or is this done?
It's still going for another 3 weeks, yeah.
Excellent. So you've got a Kickstarter going. It's for Nelvana.
No, Vanna was last year.
Oh, okay.
This year's Brock Windsor.
I'm sorry, what? Brock Windsor?
Brock Windsor, yeah.
Lovely. All right. Well, the Nelvana stuff. I wanted to. We had met up at the Niagara Comic Con, and the one thing that you came over and introduced yourself when we were at our table, and I thought that what you did was so amazing. Was you went researched. Now, during World War II, there were Canadian comics, but not a whole lot of them. And Nelvana is perhaps the very first female superhero in comic form, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I consider her the first major
Other
female
side.
superheroine in comic books. There's some other interesting ones that premiered in comic strips before her, but definitely in comic books, she's the first one that kind of headlines a series.
Excellent. So she predates Wonder Woman
Yes, by 4 months.
by 4 months. Excellent. So in Under the Wire. But the one thing that I thought was the coolest part is how a lot of people don't know this, but John Byrne, comic creator extraordinary, one of my favorite artists, had created a super team for Canada called Alpha Flight. And one of the characters was named Snowbird, but her mother was Nelvana, the goddess of the Great Northwest, right?
Yeah, except he spelled her name with 2 N's, and her father, he switched the H for the K so that he would be able to avoid copyright infringement.
Well, you know what? What do they say? Good artists borrow and great artists steal.
Yes.
So fantastic. You know, if you're going to get out of some legal entanglements, that's the way to go. So Snowbird, I thought, was a fantastic character just to begin with, but to have her mother be that part of the equation is really cool to me as well.
A lot of the Alpha Flight was actually based on Canadian characters that had previously been published. Like Guardian was clearly based off of Captain Canuck, who'd come out a few years beforehand.
Yes, I remember
And,
Captain Canuck.
Actually, Puck even was It looks like he must have been based off a character called Assistant JoJo in 1940s, who was part of this kind of 1940s parody comic.
Nice. So you're saying that John Byrne was the Project Superpowers from Dynamite in the 80s when technically I'm sure that they were still under copyright. Would have been copyright protected.
Yeah, they're still under copyright today even.
But, I didn't know that.
John Byrne even told me that he'd read a book called The Great Canadian Comic Books and got a lot of inspiration from Alpha Flight from that book.
Oh, very cool. So tell us about your next project. You're the one with the Kickstarter.
Yeah, and then you're
well, like Nelvana, Brock Windsor was a comic book published in the 1940s in Canada and hasn't been reprinted since 1946. So these comic books tend to be really rare and hard to get a hold of, and also completely inaccessible. There's never been any reprints of 1940s Canadian comic books until Nelvana, The Northern Lights last year. So after the success of Nelvana, I decided to branch out on a solo project, and I chose Brock Windsor next, which is this amazing kind of Canadian Flash Gordon type of adventure story that's really, really well done, printed mostly in black and white. And yeah, already raised the funds, which is great, and the campaign ends at the end of the month.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So,
you're kicking ass here. Your goal is 17,000 Canadian. You're over 25,000 now. So we're in stretch goal territory now.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Are you going to do an absolute edition?
Just this morning we hit the 25K stretch goal, which means that there actually was a never published script of Brock Windsor that I found in the City of Vancouver archives, and Canadian artist Scott Chandler of Q Generals and that Northwest Passage is going to actually illustrate it so that people can actually read it for the first time.
Oh, no kidding.
That's amazing. So you're literally unearthing these things, bringing them back, so everybody can enjoy them.
It's really hard too because the comic books, as I said, are really hard to find, especially in more recent years because people are starting to get an understanding of their value. I've seen even since I started researching within the last few years, comic books have went from maybe $100 for one of the 1940s Canadian comic books to one issue Nelvana just sold for about 12,000 a few months ago. So it's crazy the value of these comics has gone up in such short notice.
Well, it helps that, you're bringing the spotlight to them and giving, readers more access, which, might drive prices up, but you would hope after you get a chance to, restore them and bring them to the public eye.
Yeah, it's something, you can't imagine, finding a Superman or Wonder Woman comic book that you can't read today, but almost all of the Canadian Golden Age ones are lost. Even, most of the obscure American comic books have been at least reprinted once since their inception. So it's kind of crazy that there's all these hundred stories that you just can't read unless you have like hundreds of dollars to bill out for the original issue.
Yeah, I also like how you, the creator John Stables, you're also bringing bringing him back into the spotlight, and you've actually contacted his family, and just bringing him more to the forefront.
In the end, I'm just the editor and the restorationist. It's these guys who worked so hard in the 1940s and who really tried to make a career out of doing comic books at a time when everyone thought it would be impossible. And in fact, unfortunately, as Canadians, it did end up being impossible at that time. And it's nice to see them kind of get their due rewards now, even though it's 70 years later and they've long since died.
Do you think that was if there's a bias being located in Canada that I don't know, maybe it was not looked down, but maybe they didn't garner as much attention as some of the fellows down here did.
Yeah, being next to Canada is, they say it's kind of like being next to the sleeping giant, so to say. Because, our culture is kind of always consumed with American media products, which is totally understandable. It's a lot cheaper to produce things in America, and you have a much denser population base, which means that, the per unit cost and the travel and the shipping is a lot less. Canada, we have small population and a much larger country, so it's kind of much more difficult to do anything and to get it spread around the country. So the quality ends up usually being somewhat lower.
Right on. And I like how John Staples, one of his first comic teams, he teamed up with Maple Leaf Comics.
Yeah,
I just like the name.
That was before Maple Leaf was even our flag. So that didn't happen until several decades later.
And then he moved on to a company called Better Comics, which is
Were they better? Were they really better? I mean, that's...
that was the banner that Brock Windsor was published
Better
under.
Comics. It's kind of saying like, oh no, don't worry, you can trust us. We're better than the other guys.
I like that. Mike, steal that.
I'm going to. Oh, do you think I didn't already? Oh, come on.
Mike's starting a podcast called the Better Podcast from this point.
You just
that's
opened
it.
yourself up for Johnson to say something. All right.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the donation amounts, the pledge amounts, and I mean, as little as $10, you can get in and unearth a piece of Canadian comic book history. $10 Canadian, Mike.
That's cool.
I thought I saw one that you never. We opened Niagara Falls. I thought I saw a $10 bill that you never exchanged.
You know what? I do. I've got a whole bunch of them. So you know what, Hope? I'm on there. I'm sending it in. Yes.
There you go.
Do it. I know you don't want the PDF though. You want a printed copy. So
Of course I do.
It's gonna run you $15.
That's all right.
That's nothing, Mike.
You know what? I'm fine with that.
Or actually, 15's for the print. And this could be 30. Can you do 30, Mike?
I can do 30.
All right. Help Hope hit her next stretch goal, which is 30 G's. I think I think you're gonna go well above that. I just checked your Nelvana. Nelvana had a goal of 25,000. It went over 50.
That's nice.
So Hope, whatever you're doing is working.
Well, people want to.
But no, that's a lot more exciting in some ways than Brock Windsor. You know, she was the first female superhero. She was Inuit. She was the very first Canadian comic book to be reprinted, and she even has like a huge animation company named after her.
Yes.
And Brock Windsor, he's just like this really cool guy. I don't know if he'll go up as high as Nelvana did.
Can we still get Nelvana? Is it available anywhere?
Absolutely. It's starting in, it just finished the pre-orders through Diamond. IDW is going to do the next print run of it.
Oh wow, okay.
And that'll be available in October. But if you want to buy the self-published version of it, you can just go to nelvanacomics.com and it's available for sale there.
That's fantastic. I mean, seems like everything you're touching is turning to gold times 2. So what on earth are you?
Friends who help me out. I think that's the most important part sometimes.
Well, that's pretty
Yeah,
neat.
so you've got to have something that you're going to be working on next.
Oh, of course. There's a lot of things. In regards to Canadian Golden Age comic books, I'll probably do freelance because he was part of the next kind of. He was probably the most popular character of the Golden Age, but his art wasn't as strong as Nelvana or Brock Windsor, or maybe even Canada Jack, who was like this crazy Canadian educational comic book from the 1940s. But yeah, and starting in a few months, I'll be helping John K. Snyder reprint his 1980s series Fashion in Action. So that should be an interesting departure for me.
Right on. And you got to get down here. You met Hope in Niagara Falls.
I did. Yes.
Where was I?
I don't know. She was over closer to Arthur Soy Dam, right? Hope you were.
I was right beside Kevin Eastman.
Yes. Where were you, Ming?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Hope. I was swamped at my own table.
He was not.
I couldn't leave. Couldn't leave. There were like screaming women, and like
Hope, we had no one at our table all weekend. Nobody wanted our autograph. Nothing. I'm kidding.
They're lined up outside the door right now.
No, it's not true because we were right next to Shatner.
It's okay. I was a little overshadowed that weekend as well.
Oh, well, you didn't have to deal with Shatner. Shatner was pushing people around. Oh my God, knocking. Get out of my way.
Like the Shatner of the comic book world, so except much nicer.
Get out of my way. Denny Crane. That's what he was doing. He was saying Denny Crane.
So I had to Kickstarter. It's Brock Windsor, spelled BROK.
Okay, that's what happened. Okay.
Windsor as in Windsor.
Windsor.
And you have anything else you want to plug? You have any? Get Nelvana at nelvanacomics.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want to plug, go for it.
Me? Oh, plug stuff.
Yeah, you.
I guess you can follow me on Twitter at Hope L. talk about pretty stupid stuff on Twitter, but eventually I'll come out with some comic book stuff on there.
Cool.
And if you go to Brock Windsor, that's BROKWINDSOR.com. There's lots of information on Brock Windsor, his creator, various artwork that people have submitted to me, and lots of fun stuff.
Fantastic. Good luck. Good luck hitting like 50 G's. I know you got 19 days
Go
left.
75.
Yeah, go 75.
I hope you get 100.
I'll have to start thinking about some new stretch goals then, because I'm kind of run out of ideas after 30. So.
Yeah, can we get some issues down here?
That'd be great. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go on and get some issues.
All right, we're going to get some
them.
issues. We're going to put them in the store, Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to pick up some for the store, that would be great.
You
and
bet I
I'd
do.
come by and do signing and talk to fans in New Jersey if there's any interest in Canadian comic books down there.
Yeah, just because we need some copies here. At the world's greatest comic book store,
Damn straight.
Jen and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Way to throw us in there, Ming.
Just making sure.
Hope, thank you so much for being on.
Hope, you're awesome. Good luck with everything. And hopefully we see you. We're trying to get back to the con again, and hopefully we see you up there or Toronto or somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully we're asked.
Yeah, I'm usually in Toronto or most Comic Cons. I'll be at Montreal Comic Con this weekend and Edmonton at the end of the month. So.
Cool. Hopefully I'm allowed over the border again. I didn't do too much damage to Canada. It was good.
Did you do any damage? What did you do when you were in Canada?
My lawyer told me not to say. So, but Hope, thank you so much. We appreciate you being on.
Okay, thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you, Hope. You're awesome.
Okay.
That was Hope.
That's crazy. So, did she tell you all this when you met her?
No.
That she was unearthing.
Thanks, Hope.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Oh, no, not at all. Listen, thank you so much. We will be in touch.
Hope, you rock.
All right, take care. Thanks. You got it.
So
And that was Hope. Yay!
She tell you she was unearthing lost Canadian Golden Age comic books
She
when you
told
met
me
her?
that she was unearthing the Nelvana stuff. I didn't know that she was doing other comic books too. So that's really damn cool.
Yeah, and so the Nelvana, the huge animation company, was named after Nelvana, the character.
Yes, it's a Canadian
that's where that
children's.
comes from.
Yeah, comes from Nelvana of the Northern Lights. Yeah,
Yeah.
Before Wonder Woman.
yeah. 4 months before
Inuit
Wonder Woman.
superhero.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
pretty boss, yeah.
And she was blonde. She was
Well,
a
there you go.
blonde Inuit superwoman. And you know what? I'm loath to say this. She gave me a copy of it. I have yet to read it, but I remember reading Alpha Flight stuff. I'm like, this is great.
Wait, you have a
And
copy of
you're totally
Nelvana?
gonna
I do.
read it.
I want to read it.
Then I will get it to you after I'm done with it. Once I'm done with it.
We were there in June, so you've had like 4 months, dude.
3 months.
3 months.
So what? 3 months. That's nothing.
I'm not one to talk about reading comics when I should.
No.
I sit on them. I read them very slowly.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, very, very slowly. I'm loving your terminology. I'm wondering if you have a time machine. You're using these 50 terms, which I love, like solid and boss.
I do not
Which is
belong
great.
in
I
this
thought I was the
time.
only one that used the word boss.
No, I like it. I like it.
That's like an
generation
80s
comes
term.
up.
That's
All right,
so
I thought you were
boss.
gonna come in with like victory curls from the 40s.
Yeah, right.
Done and done. Next time.
Next time,
Next
okay.
time. You got it. And see, and
Man,
now
you're screwed,
I've
man.
All
said
right,
it.
right on. So your book. When are we gonna get our hands on this?
All right. Well,
What is the progress?
progress is going pretty quick, actually.
So yeah, you mentioned first draft done.
First draft's
Prognosis
done. I'm
positive.
almost full with
Okay,
the second, so
right.
then I can start a.
Oh, but you don't have a title yet.
I don't. I'm doing that dead last. I feel like
Alright.
a title is like a real thing. It makes it a real thing, and
Right.
then you gotta kind of stick with it.
Okay.
Everything is changeable right now, so I'm gonna kind of. I'll get to that part at the end.
So you got publishers lined up and agents and book deals,
I've
book
talked to an
tours,
agent. I'm will be
movie
okay.
rights.
with Brian Nichelle.
Oh, okay.
The movie, right. May I just say one thing? You've been mentored.
have.
Mentored by Neil Gaiman.
Yes.
Okay.
He has read my book.
And he is patted
whoa,
your back.
Whoa, hold up. Neil Gaiman has read your book.
Yes.
Mentored.
Now I'm reading. back over it.
This is like you're in the major leagues now.
No. Nah. Just.
Was he like,
Please
this
don't be
is
so
the most
modest.
rancid?
Please don't be so modest.
Well,
Come on, Jen. Did
be
he say
modest.
this? This is the most rancid piece of crap I have ever had the misfortune of laying my eyes on.
The British people are never that mean.
No.
I've met some British people. Yeah. You obviously have
that
never
mean to
read
me.
my Twitter feed. Holy crap, are
British
they?
people are nice to me.
To you, yes,
me.
that's true.
No, he said that about that comic book that The Situation put out. Did you?
No,
Jen,
I didn't
did you
even know
read
that
this?
was a thing.
Did,
Oh, it
did
was
he,
definitely
did he
was.
actually say
They're
that?
not real.
I think he did. Yeah.
He said
I'm
that's
kidding,
the most.
he know-
I'm
he know.
going to.
I'm sorry.
Is
That's
that
what.
a real thing?
Yeah, he put out
Yeah,
a
the
comic.
situation.
come
Mike, the situation put out a comic book.
Yeah.
And you didn't read it? What's the matter? Mike, the situation ain't good enough for you?
It wasn't
Try to
awesome. It
pretend they're not real.
wasn't awesome. It was a full color book. It actually looked good.
It was. It actually.
wasn't awesome, but it did look very good.
And-
he had real artists work on it.
Yes. And there were pictures of his abdomen.
Yeah,
Of course there were.
yeah.
Shocking. I can't believe it.
No, I'm not kidding. This really happened.
That's really horrible.
And that also goes to say, like, if you're out there, if you're listening to this show, you know, maybe you want to put out a book. You may have dreams of putting out a book.
Anyone
if he can do
apparently.
it, you can do it.
You're there.
I feel much better. My fears are gone.
Here's
No,
the.
I don't know what fears you have after this.
I don't. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Right on.
I had the best advice anyone has ever given me is a guy named Gene Snyder. He was he's a writing teacher up at I don't know if he still is at Brookdale. I don't even know if he's still alive. I hope he
Oh,
is.
isn't he the one that
He's
Kevin
the one that
ran into?
Kevin. Yes,
Yeah.
Kevin and Brian Johnson
I hope he's still
both had
alive.
him. Me too. Why? Do you know?
No, I don't. But
Oh,
that
okay.
is just sad.
I know. But he's a published author, but he said, and I took like one of his workshops, and he said the difference between a pat on the back and a kick in the ass is 18 inches. So finish your book. And I never did. I never finished my novel.
Do
So
it.
you
Got plenty
know
of
what?
time.
Stop. You know what?
You got time.
All right. I've got some time. But
You got some time.
you know what? Here's the thing. The really cool thing. Keep going. You should keep going. This is
very cool.
is there a lot of
jolly
pressure?
good
No,
book.
you got
I'm doing
you
a
got
really
you got
bad
Neil
Neil
Gaiman in your corner. Is there a lot of pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. See, that's the thing. He's been pretty great about it and kind of pushing me along when I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm terrible.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I hate my whole life.
That's cool.
No,
That's like
he's-
Kevin Superman, like giving you workout advice.
I know.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
know. And that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done, but I legitimately finished typing the last sentence and I was like, all right, save it. I'll send it off to him, and just did it like an asshole. And I was like, "Oh God, what is the matter
I
with
just
you?
do?
This is a terrible idea. Why did you do that?" And he was wicked, especially because when I first started, he was the one that told me I should try writing. I'd never written anything before, not any fiction, anyways. Mostly just school.
Now I am now fascinated. I need to know how did this
all start?
how did this pairing
How did
begin?
this start, my friend?
Well, I went to this awesome conference that you guys would love it there. It's called the International Conference for the Fantastic and the Arts.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
named
awesome.
if it sucks, I'm blaming. No, I mean
Totally doesn't. suck.
not because of the title, for God's sakes. I mean that's
It
the
is absolutely
best.
the most fun ever.
That is the best title I have ever heard for anything.
Right? I know. I was like, I don't even care what I write. I have to go here.
Okay,
and
cool.
It's in Orlando. Nobody's sad about that. Ever.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, come on. But he was the guest of honor the year that I went, and one of my old professors was the president of the conference at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, guys, don't freak out. I'm gonna get you guys breakfast with Neil Gaiman, me and 3 other girls." And they're all freaking out, and I was like, "I've only ever read one Sandman, so whatever, it's fine. I'll be cool." Oh, I know.
No, that's the best way to go in.
Yeah, you don't want to go in all like
Yeah,
freaky, like
no.
shaking and no, it's like
No, and they were all like, "I know all of his things," and I was like, "Oh, I like Doctor Who." But he was really cool, and we ended up. Well, I guess I can say it now because at the time we ended up watching his Rise of the Cybermen Doctor Who episode that hadn't come out yet, had a couple months left before, and we were like, that I freaked out about because Doctor Who.
It's Doctor Who,
It's
of
Doctor
course.
Who. And then I was like having the most fun ever, and we kind of ended up just like talking, and he was really cool, and we were talking about Doctor Who a lot, and I asked him if Stephen Moffat tried to kill him because he kills everybody.
Yeah.
And then I met Stephen Moffat, and he told him that, and I wanted to die. But it was fun, and he was like, "Well, what do you want to do with yourself?" And I was like, I know, I'm 23. What do I do? I'm in my master's program because I just don't want to do real world things. And he was like, "Then you should write fake stuff."
That's
Okay. So I
wow.
and he he didn't know what to do with me at first because he bugged me for a little while. Write something. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get around to it. And then the one day I went with my 2 best friends, Mariana and Matt, who are also writers. And he was like, well, what'd you start? And I was like, a novel. And he was like, why did you that's what you want to do first? Not short story or poem?
Screw that noise.
Sounds fun. Let's do it. And so
You went full
did
on.
it. Went
in.
dove headfirst like a total jerk.
No, not at all. That's genius.
It was fun. I was having a blast, and I had to go every day, meet up with my two best friends, and make stuff up and wander around. Happy hour. You know.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Cocktail napkins.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
The way
Hey,
to do
work for
things.
J.K. Rowling. Whatever that.
Rolling.
Harry Potter.
Harry,
Rolling.
Whoever that Harry Potter lady.
Harry Potter
The
chick.
Harry Potter chick.
Yes.
She did it. I can do it. No.
And
not how things work.
Yes, that is how. That's exactly
It
how
actually is
things
how
work.
things work.
You know what?
Well-
Fortune favors the foolish and the brave. So,
Definitely foolish.
oh my God,
Sometimes
you kidding?
brave.
No, you kidding? I don't think that there's any difference between foolishness and bravery.
Probably
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you're foolish or brave depending on how it ends.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I had a ball and I finished a whole thing and I was like, well, what do I do now? So I took some time off and I just really jumped back in the last few days to do some like heavy edits and then I'll let him read it again and see what we got
You're
going.
in. It's
My
on.
God, fantastic! It is on.
on.
Yeah.
And so you have. All right, we're waiting for a title,
Yes.
and it's on. There you go.
on.
That's
There you go.
it's on.
It's probably not the
It's
best.
on.
Not the title.
I think it's a great title. What are you talking about?
You know what? You can quote me on the
So-
back of the book. I
So
don't think
All
that's
right.
quite
now this
the
book
title.
Not a
on
great title.
changelings, which I'm now desperate to read. I'm in the middle of reading Game of Thrones, mainly because I love the and I don't want it to
Is
say
it the
this.
fantasy aspect?
Billion pages long.
I have never been a sword and sorcery guy.
Okay.
I was never that
No,
guy.
I wasn't either, but
I was never an iRobots fan. I never loved heavy science fiction.
Right.
I was not an
I'm a
Isaac
fantasy girl.
Asimov.
I never
fan.
did either.
Bradbury got me.
The
Bradbury
Illustrated
understood
Man
me.
is my favorite thing that ever happened.
Excellent.
Illustrated
No.
Man and Hitchhiker's Guide. The two of them, I could just read them.
Gotcha.
forever.
For me, it's Fahrenheit 451.
Of course.
And actually, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay. I like it. Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite play.
Excellent.
That's how I ended up writing a Changeling story. Because
Cool.
I was obsessed with them after that. I read it in the 5th grade and it was donezo.
And the first time I had ever seen, the first time I'd ever seen the word changeling in an actual book and not a comic book, which is really weird because not a sword and sorcery guy,
Right.
not a heavy science fiction guy,
Okay.
but I'm a comic book guy.
Right.
I never read Cyborg, but I love the $6 Million Man. I tried to read Cyborg. It is so dense. Have you ever read a Tom Clancy novel? Don't ever read a Tom Clancy novel.
I like Tom
I've
Clancy.
saved my-
Tom Clancy is the first 90 pages. He explains how
Yes, like a silencer works. Right.
yes, who cares? I want it.
The people reading
I just
Tom
wanted to
Clancy.
shoot someone.
No, you know who wants? Fine, those guys
Tom
can do it.
Clancy love it.
I'd rather read a Born Legacy or a Born Supremacy
There
or
we go.
Robert Ludlum, all right.
Yeah.
Ludlum or Eric Van Lustbader. I love The Ninja. Great book. If you ever get a chance, it's out of print.
I'm on it.
Okay,
It's out of print.
It's out of print, but you can get it on like iBooks.
Done and done.
Excellent. Eric Van Lustbader, The Ninja. It's a thing. Nicholas Lanier.
thing.
You'll love him.
All right.
But the first time I'd ever seen the word changeling in a novel was Stephen King, Christine, and I was like, changeling. Oh my God!
What is this?
Oh, I know.
No, I knew exactly
knew
what
what
it
it
was.
was, okay.
Of course, a
If you're
changeling.
well versed in, yeah.
It's of course, a changeling.
comics.
Yes.
It's a shapeshifter. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. But it wasn't really shapeshifter. It was just a demon in a car,
Yeah.
which is also 22 different shades of awesome itself.
Right?
All right. So
I know,
when you're all done,
Yeah.
when
I'm all done.
we have it. When you have it in your hands, will you come back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll come back whenever you guys want me to.
You know, no,
you'll have me.
You promise in haste and repent at leisure. When you're doing the book tour, when you're doing
You guys
the
are
book
throwing me
tour,
We will
right
make
up
Red
there.
Bank
I
a
feel like
stop,
and we
pop
make
star.
the phone call and say, Jen, we realize that you're at Books Aplenty down the street. We need you here.
Yeah, can you
No, I'm
by-
starting here.
All right, cool.
Okay. All right. Done.
I know. Apparently, I'm part of the family. I've been told because Brian and Christian invited me to the rap party. So
Oh, cool.
All right,
All right.
very
We'll
cool.
see you there.
Then
be
bring the
hanging.
manuscript because I'm reading it.
Yes.
I'm reading it while we bowl.
oh man.
Yes.
Oh wait, I need some bumpers. Bowling is not
Oh, it's,
No, you
going,
don't.
it's going to be
I'm
drunken
gonna
ball.
granny roll it.
And besides, it's the Asbury Lanes.
Good point.
I don't think they have bumpers.
Pins fall from the sky there.
Yeah,
We'll just
pins.
put it
Oh,
that
it's
way.
so fun.
Great.
I can't wait. I'm pumped.
It's a blast.
Awesome. Jinigma
They
13.
said there's an open bar. Jinigma
Yes, there is.
13.
There is an open bar. Yes, Jinigma 13.
Oh, damn, we have to talk about comic books now. All right,
All right,
Ming,
what do you got in
what's your
hand?
list? I got a bunch, but what's your list?
Well, a bunch of Futures End came out.
Yes.
And at the top of the list, I think, in my opinion, Batman Futures End #1.
Okay, that's very good. Yes.
I mean, Scott Snyder, you can't go wrong with him.
No, you can't.
Low continuation from all the shit that happened in issue 27, Detective 27.
Yes.
But Bizarro versus Batman. That's all you need to know. Come on. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Batman tries to invade LexCorp, blah, blah, blah. He's kind of a cyborg. He's like got his bionic shit on him.
Yeah, he's got some stuff.
Yeah.
He's got some issues.
Yeah. That's all in one issue, dude.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah.
The really nice thing about these Future End books are that most of them are done in one. They're self-contained.
Yeah. Yes.
There are some, like last week, Action Comics, I think I told people that they should pick it up.
Right.
It was a new spin on the Sand Superman from the 70s, which is anyone who's a fan of like the old stuff, like I am.
Yeah.
You'll love it. It's cool.
All right, Ryan. And you get the cool cover. So.
And you get the cool covers.
Yes. What do you got?
Actually, I've got a couple. I've got
Okay.
Birds of Prey, Future's End. Very cool. Nice and hear that?
Yeah, you were a fan. You're.
I love
you're
Birds
big.
of
You're
Prey.
he's a big Birds of
Yes.
Prey fan.
Okay.
I'm
Why
going.
get one
What's
female
up?
superhero when you get multiple?
When you get many.
Yes.
Always
Exactly.
the right choice.
Yes.
$6 Million Man, season 6.
Is that the start of season 6?
No, this is number 6, but this is.
Oh, is Bigfoot in it?
Big spoiler alert. Jeez.
Way to go.
Maskatron.
You love Maskatron.
I love Maskatron. I had Maskatron as a kid.
No, I've read a couple. These aren't. Wait, these are in.
They're in.
Takes place when?
They're TV continuity. They're not
So
Kevin
they're
continuity.
so still in the 70s.
They're still in the 70s.
Okay, so
yes.
the weird face with all the weird LEDs.
Oh,
that
yeah.
still applies.
It's still.
That's
yeah.
still like high tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
It's high tech for me.
Okay.
And Barney Hiller is in there as well.
Yes.
the
Barney
$7 million man.
$7 million man, Jen. His name Barney Hiller.
Barney Hill.
It used to be Barney Miller, but now it's Barney Hiller.
Yeah.
Monty Markham. The also Futures End Justice League United.
Okay.
There's an Inuit character in here, Canadian superhero,
No, there was
superheroine by the name of Equinox.
These covers are unreal.
It's got to be.
They are.
It's got to be an influence.
And
It's got to be.
there's
Come
a
on.
couple of
Oh, yeah.
teases right here. Oh, hell yeah. A couple of teases here. Dawnstar is a member of the Justice League in the future.
Yeah.
Dawnstar from the 31st century Legion of Superheroes. Very cool. Teaser for stuff that's coming
Does
up.
the Karate Kid come back?
I hope so.
Okay.
And this, folks, what I'm holding up right here, Walking Dead, number 131. And pretty kick-ass.
God bless The Walking Dead.
I love The Walking
Jen,
Dead.
if there's no Walking Dead, there's no comic book man, basically. So
Yeah, I
God bless
love
you.
Walking Dead.
God bless them.
God bless Robert Kirkman.
Yes, Robert Kirkman. Yes.
Love you, Robert Kirkman.
Yes. Death of Wolverine #2. I don't.
Yes,
know,
you've got that.
Don't know if you've been reading this. Wolverine,
No, I haven't.
Wolverine No Healing Factor. He goes to where's it, Madripoor,
Madripoor, where
Search of
he's
Viper.
patched. Yes.
and runs into Sabretooth. So
Yes.
Wolverine versus Sabretooth. No healing factor.
Okay. Now, here's the
How's
thing.
he gonna do? How's he gonna get out of this one, Mike?
He's going to die, Ming. I
Oh,
believe they told him that
shoot.
the death
crap.
of Wolverine is kind of a tip-off.
yeah.
Mr. Fantastic says that he can cure Wolverine.
What's the
He's,
trade-off? What's the at what
Yeah,
cost?
there's always
But he
cost.
needs time. That's
time.
time.
he needs
Something they
time,
don't have.
and that's
Wolverine-
Wolverine just has to lay low.
Not the most patient guy in the world. He doesn't really lay low.
Does
either.
and he's not laying low.
All right. Well,
So
Can't believe
and Hawkeye 20, which is
Hawkeye
in my
number 20.
pile.
Hawkeye number 20.
Don't have
man. Do you read Hawkeye, Jen?
I do.
You look like you look
Hawkeye's
like you,
you
could be a
do
Hawkeye
look
fan.
like you're
You look like you could rock like a pizza dog shirt.
You're a
can
Hawking.
do it.
You're a Hawking. Hawking
Maybe.
bird girl.
Maybe I will. Hawkingbird girl.
Hawking girl.
Yeah, I
Hawking
believe
bird
number
girl.
20
yeah.
is more Kate centric.
My little
Yes.
sister is 13, and she asked me at the end of the Avengers when I took her to see the movie why that guy was named Hot Guy. She thought that's
Hot
what they
Guy?
were saying, literally the whole movie. Hot Guy. And I was like, oh, God.
Good looking dude.
I have
And
failed. I have failed
Good-looking dude.
in my education.
No, you didn't, because she's like, he's not really that hot. And you're like, yeah,
you're
no
totally
Chris
right.
Evans. I'm telling you, he's like, why
no
is
Robert Downey Jr..
Why isn't Captain America hot guy? Well,
Because Iron Man is.
that's true. It's the attitude
Loki.
Loki.
Yeah, what's his face?
Yeah.
Good looking dude.
Thor.
Jeremy Renner.
Renner.
Jeremy Renner. Good looking dude.
See,
No,
but,
he's
in
no
that
Thor.
cast-
Yeah.
in that cast, he loses.
In that cast, he's the ugly dude.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Not
you know
the
what?
worst.
Is he the ugly dude? Wait, okay, we
He's
got
the who
Robert
else?
In that
Downey Jr.
cast?
You got Chris Evans. You got Eric Bana.
No, not
Eric
Aaron.
Bana. What's
Mark Ruffalo.
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's.
Mark Ruffalo's too cool to be the ugly guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, who
He's
we
way
got?
too cool.
Well, I'll throw Samuel L. Jackson. in
You
there.
got Chris. What's his name?
Samuel L. Jackson will kill you.
Chris
if you call him the
Hemsworth.
ugly guy. Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Oh my
You
God,
got
Chris
throw
Hemsworth.
Loki, what's
Yeah,
Tom
he wins
Hiddleston.
100%.
He's not.
Tom
you know,
Hiddleston is always the winner.
You got Alexis Denisoff as the voice of, and he's Alexis freaking Denisoff.
Yeah. Wow,
So-
Renner
Yeah.
might be the ugly dude. Wow.
is.
Yeah, Renner's the
That
ugly
sucks.
dude. Even Black Widow's like, dude, you're the ugly dude.
Yeah.
I know.
And Samuel L.
Yes.
with that badass eye patch.
Right.
Seriously, come on.
Come on. He ain't the ugly dude until he flips up the eye patch. Then he's
then
the
you're
ugly
like,
dude.
uh,
And
He
Coulson.
will literally
You
kill
got
you.
Yeah,
Coulson.
and
Coulson's
Clark Gregg,
awesome.
man.
Come on, Clark
Yeah.
Gregg's man.
And he is handsome
That
guy.
sucks, man.
Handsome guy.
What, to be Jeremy Renner and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, look at me.
Hey, guys. Hey,
I
everybody.
I was voted hottest guy in my high school. Your high school sucks, pal. Sorry about that.
Wow.
Then you got Scarlett Johansson, and nobody's sad about that.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Sorry
All right.
about
Throw her in a
that.
cat suit, you're good to go.
Wow. Good point. All right.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well,
Yeah,
sorry,
he's-
Jeremy.
I mean, to be fair, he's a good-looking guy in like a super league of good-looking dudes. He's not.
Yeah,
gonna
I
win.
know. It's
He's not gonna win. In like most other settings, he'd be cool, but
Yeah.
Donzo.
All right. Right on. Jen, we're traveling this weekend. We're
you
We're
going?
heading south. Mike, and Brian are going down to Richmond, Virginia. Wizard World, Richmond. Got a last second invite.
yeah, I know. It was really weird.
awesome.
And we're talking last second.
Like later, like you know, you've been to cons. You know, like last second con is like 2 weeks from the con.
Yeah.
But this is literally like 4 days. from the con,
So
right?
yeah.
You ready?
Getting emails like, hey, I know this is last minute, but would you guys like to go down to Richmond for Wizard World? They want you down there, and I'm like, wow, man, we're cool. This is awesome. Of course, I want to go. Of course, Brian's in. Mike had to talk to Mike. Mike had to make some calls.
I had something.
He had a prior commitment.
I had a prior commitment.
But
My
he was
friend
like,
Brian
F, yeah,
Kano.
he was like, F Brian Kano.
No, that's not true. Oh my gosh.
Like, F that
You had to
guy.
do-
Why are you not on the bus?
It's like, do I
No.
want
Killing
to?
I know he's killing me. Brian Kano, I love you,
Do I
man.
want to go to a con and be adored and make an ass load of cash, or do I want to go on this like ghost hunt? Like, I'm kidding. You were struggling. It was a struggle.
I was. I swear to God, I was like wrestling
like,
with my
cash or
conscience.
Yeah, he was like,
Son.
I'm committed. I can't. This kind of we actually kind of screwed him over another before, but this Wizard World, he would understand.
But the weird thing
understand.
is that yesterday
Yeah, has to.
it's at Penhurst over in Pennsylvania, Penhurst Asylum. But the weird thing is, yesterday a guy who works at Penhurst comes in. He's like, "Hey, you friends with Brian Kano?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get punched in the face." He's like,
yeah,
You're getting
he's a
paid
big
for
dude.
it.
Yeah, he said,
man.
"I heard you were coming out this weekend. Brian's trying to keep it on the down low." I'm like,
Good,
Aw.
good, because it's gonna be so
Yeah,
down
I'm
low
like,
that
so down
you
low
might
that
not
I
even
ain't
see
coming.
me. You might not even see me.
I'm like,
That's how down low it is.
Good luck.
so.
I'm gonna be in
Brian.
disguise. That's what you gotta go.
Brian, sorry, you understand? It's freaking Wizard World.
Yeah, Brian, it's Wizard World, and I love you, man.
Yeah. Now I thought.
I will.
You gotta
I got your back on every other
gotta
thing,
go.
buddy.
Yeah. Now I
No,
thought.
this
Wow.
But yeah, Wizard World.
No.
And here's the thing. It's I was talking to my wife about this.
Yes.
She said this is a good thing, and it's a really great thing for you, for Wizard World to see that you're a dependable guy who can come in, but don't be the girl who sits by the phone and who will say yes to the prom, the night before. And I was like,
You gotta play hard to get.
aw. I'm like, I'm
No, I'm sad.
like, honey, I don't want to be
I'm that
hard
girl.
to get. I don't want to be that girl. He's like, you're not. It's like, you are not. But, if you do this too many times and say, sure, we'll be there, then you're like the whipping boy. I'm like, we're not the whipping boy. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Wizard-
Now
Golding him. fine.
Don't be too impressed, Jen. Like I thought,
I'm
wow,
impressed.
man, they want us down there. Must be like, we're
I'm, like,
hot,
very impressed.
like we're hot shit, right?
Yeah.
No,
Sadly, not.
sadly, no. We're
Stomping
basically
on yourself. Right
basically what happened was Eliza Dushku and Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead dropped out, and they needed someone to kind of fill in.
And Alan Tyduck.
And Ellen Tudyk also dropped.
Wash
And
was
they're
gone.
like,
That's
wow,
how
man.
I got to meet Neil Gaiman. I went to a conference presenting a paper on prostitution and Firefly.
Did you really?
No
That is what.
kidding.
Yeah.
Did you really?
It's
Seriously?
the best conference. Go there.
That's awesome.
That is a fantastic
That is
one.
I was
awesome.
super pumped.
So you wrote about companions.
Yep.
That is badass.
Yep.
That is freaking badass.
Right.
All
See.
We Jen,
International
Jen,
conference
Jen, we
was
like
fantastic in
you.
the
Jen,
arts.
Jen, we think you're
Aw,
kind of cool.
I like you guys
Yeah.
too. You guys
Jen,
are
I think
cool.
I think you're kind of cool.
Aw, I'm just gonna stay here forever.
Awesome, cool. Then you
So,
will.
so those guys
Keep
dropped.
me.
We're like, oh shit, we need some. We need some some.
Some really badass dudes to come in and
Well,
sit here.
No, we need some dudes who aren't doing anything else, who have some
No.
modicum of,
I believe
maybe some modicum of a draw. And these guys ain't doing nothing. They'll say yes. So, and that's what happened. So,
Bold-faced lies.
or they were kind of like, okay, we need an Asian.
Oh, you're the token.
Need
You're the token.
yes, we need an Asian film for Steven Yeun. We need like a sci-fi dude film for Alan. And I don't.
That's
and
me,
we
and-
need someone.
We need a sex pot to fill in
Sex
for
pot,
Eliza
yeah,
Dushku.
yeah.
So who else
There you
but
go.
Brian Johnson?
Yeah. So
Makes a lot of sense.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so
I can
if you
see.
Yeah, if you've been drinking grain alcohol for 6 months
which
straight,
they have a lot of in Richmond, Virginia.
I
Just
hear.
take down a few shots of fire.
Actually,
and see what happens.
my first serious girlfriend went to University of Richmond.
Right on. So you know all about it then.
No, absolutely not. She never invited me down. She dumped my ass
Oh, I'm sorry.
Halloween
I'm
of that
sorry.
year.
Don't
Yeah.
people go away to college? Rookie
I know.
mistake.
I'm a schmuck. Actually,
It's a romantic. We gotta.
But I was
spin
also
things.
dating a girl at my college that I was going to, but don't tell anyone. That. Yeah,
I'll tell no
I was
one.
a
It's a
jackass.
big secret.
Yeah, right.
I would never do something like
Sorry,
that.
Celeste. Sorry, Vicky.
So if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area, come on and see us.
Yeah,
Mike
come on
Zapsik,
out.
Awesome.
Brian Johnson and me, Ming Chen.
Ming Chen. We have to talk about this thing.
Okay, what?
The TV thing. We'll talk about the toys next week because people love your toy
I guess
corner.
so. Yeah.
People love the toy
I
corner.
like toys too, but so I was kind of just randomly browsing around on entertainment and toy news sites, and I came upon this. Mike, would you like to do the honors?
NECA, The Simpsons exclusive 25 of the greatest guest stars program. The 4th installment's coming out with talent in this limited edition boutique collection, including Buzz Aldrin, if that's your real name, Tom Jones, Elvis Costello, Weird Al Yankovic, and Aerosmith.
Yes.
Pretty cool, right? That's not what I wanted to talk about, though. And so go and get them. But I want to talk about the TV news, Ming.
Yeah, so I'm looking around, and apparently there's some big news around the Adult Swim world. I guess there's going to be an animated series, Jen, and it's called The Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's an animated series revolving around Mike Tyson.
Oh, hold on a second. This is Adult Swim?
This is a
Yes.
real thing.
All right, now this makes perfect sense because I'm sitting here reading this. I'm like, holy shit, this sounds like NBC.
This is something I needed to know.
Yes, this is here. Read this. I'm gonna let Ming read it out loud.
Well, so I looked. I was like, seriously? I looked to make sure it wasn't an April Fool's joke. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Way.
It's called In the Mike Tyson Mysteries. Mike Tyson is taking the fight from the boxing ring to the streets by solving mysteries. Aided by the Mike Tyson Mystery
Of course.
Team, the ghost of the Marquess of Queensberry.
Marcus of Queensberry.
Marquess of Queensberry. Mike's adopted Korean daughter Young Hee,
Young.
and a pigeon who was once a man. Mike Tyson will answer any plea sent to him.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
How cool is that?
No one in the world could stop me from watching that.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I will
Make
be
sure-
there.
Young he.
Oh, Young Hee.
I did have to make sure it wasn't a joke though, but yes.
Were you thorough or are you positive? This is.
I wasn't that thorough. I don't want it to be a joke. I wanted
No,
this to be
please
Seriously,
ruin
don't
this for me.
debunk this for me.
Don't
This is.
ruin this for
I have
me.
nothing left to live for if this
Nothing.
doesn't come to pass.
Nothing.
Oh my god! So I'm reading this. Thank God it's on Adult Swim because I'm like, if this is like, I swear to God, if this is like an NBC thing,
That would be the worst thing that ever happened. But Adult Swim.
but Adult Swim, it's perfect. I'm like,
so-
oh my god, Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote meets
Yeah, where are you even going to go?
Where can you go?
Celebrity deathmatch?
Body blow. That's about it. Yeah.
So it looks
Meets the
like
funky
he has
Phantom.
a vehicle, and he's going to be solving mysteries in the vein of Scooby Doo.
Of course.
And, of course,
It's my favorite animated series of all
this
time.
draws a lot of comparisons to the Mr. T cartoon as well.
Excellent, of course.
Where they sort of did the same thing. So, yeah, let's Mike Tyson Mysteries.
One of my
Awesomeness.
favorite cartoons was The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan.
I've never seen that. Is that before my time?
God.
It is before
It
your
is
time,
way
yeah.
before your time.
Yes.
It was horribly good.
You guys
So-
are not that much before my time.
You don't know how. You don't know. We are.
Yeah,
Actually, we're very old.
No.
We're very old. Talking to you,
I
this
call
may be
bullshit.
very inappropriate. As a matter of fact, so.
I don't know if we can be in here with
Hey,
the door
I'm
closed.
25.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. So.
25. I'm not 17.
Mike Tyson Mysteries will premiere on October 27th, at 10:30 p.m.
I have to watch.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Can't wait.
This
Yeah.
is going to be
No
fantastic.
way.
And there better be toys. That's all I can say. There
Toys?
better be
Oh,
toys.
Mike Tyson toys?
Oh, Mike Tyson
Yes.
toys? Yeah.
The Mike Tyson Mystery Team toys.
Yes.
Visualizing those in my head, and I can't even handle it right now.
I want the
just-
young he.
Young He.
Young He.
Young He
That's
looks
what-
very much like an Asian Velma.
That makes
yeah.
that makes
sounds
perfect sense
about
right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right on.
Very cool.
Jen, thank you very much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having
coming
me.
up.
Janigma,
Janigma,
thank you so much.
Jen
Thank
Lyons.
you.
Jen Lyons, everybody.
Thanks.
Jen Lyons. Thank you to Holly for allowing us to call in.
Hope.
Holly, Hope.
You're thinking Nelvana.
I'm
You're
thinking-
Hope Nicholson. Hope Nicholson.
Sorry, Hope Nicholson.
Go to her.
Thank you for
go to
calling.
her Kickstarter. Check out Brock.
Yeah.
My man Brock.
B-R-O-K.
B-R-O-K. Windsor.
K, B-R-O-K.
B-R-O-K.
Brock Windsor.
Or you could try spelling it B-R-O-C and it's some
No, I said no C.
no C. Exactly.
C.
No C.
No, see.
B-R-O-K. Windsor.
Yes, Jen, come back.
Yes,
Please.
come back and see us.
Anytime. I'd love to.
Excellent. Thanks
You
for
come
being
and
a
read
guest.
your. I want you to read your essay, your
Prostitution and Firefly.
prostitution firefly. I want.
Done and done. You can have it.
I think I might need to read that.
Awesome.
It's
Wow.
necessary.
All
It
right.
was fun.
Right.
wanna
You have
see
anything to
Ming's
plug?
Your
Yeah,
book?
Actually, well, yeah, that too. When it has a title, I'll throw that up at you guys.
All right, Jen with 13 on your Facebook, Instagram. yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, all those things. And if you haven't yet, go and check out Neil Gaiman's essay on his trip to Jordan. He went over to the refugee camps and he did an interview with the BBC from there. And he wrote a really cool article illuminating all the stuff that's happening over there. And it's
Cool, I
pretty
retweeted that.
heartbreaking.
I did.
Yeah.
I read it, and
if
it
you haven't
actually-
seen it,
oh
you
my
need
God.
to. It's amazing and terrifying and all the best ways. And go check it out, see how you can help. And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jen. Thanks, Ming.
Thank you, guys.
Right on. All right, thank you, everybody.
There you go.
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.